this is Stephen with Fastcall. In this video we're going to explore the options Fastcall gives you for configuring how it creates task objects. As covered in the training unit regarding the Fastcall data model, Fastcall can create task records as well as call records for logging what happened on a call. However, Fastcall also allows you to log tasks in a few more circumstances. Let's take a closer look at this. If we go to Fastcall settings, admin settings, logging, tasks, we can see that Fastcall, as well as being able to create tasks in general, can create tasks for completed calls, for SMS messages, for missed calls, for wrong numbers, for voicemails. You can also configure whether or not Fastcall will store your call notes on the task object in the comments field as well here. It's important to note that unless you have create tasks for completed calls turned on, none of the other functionality here will work. Please note that you can probably support your business processes by just turning all these features off and using the Fastcall call objects with appropriate filtering and workflow rules. So if you're committed to call objects, it's probably best to just leave these features turned off. Nevertheless, let's see how Fastcall can interact with tasks. If we go to the Fields tab, we can see that Fastcall can be configured to display follow-up call options on the widget. You can control the visibility of any pick list present on the task object from here, and these values will be set in the widget and will be applied to the follow-up task that is created. So in this case, we'll be able to set the priority of that follow-up task. Finally, if we go to the Status tab, we can see that you can change the values that Fastcall sets for the status pick list on the task object from here. These values are the ones that are available in the status pick list. Okay, let's take a look at this in practice. I'm going to make an outbound call. The call has to be connected for any of this functionality to work. So now that the call is connected, I can end it, and I can go to the Pick List tab on the widget, where I can set the pick list options for the next task. So in this case, I want a follow-up call in 1 week, and I want it to be high priority. I can then finish off logging the details for my task, so no answer, and close it. So now, if I go to the task list on the record I was calling, click refresh, then expand the more steps because I made the call for a week's time, you can see it's logged a follow-up call to be made in a week's time. I can open that task record up, and I can see that in a week's time I've got a high priority call task to make a follow-up call to the record. And that's it for the way that Fastcall interacts with task objects in Salesforce.